No, the pitch looks in good nick. Obviously a couple of weeks away from the start of the season. A little bit of weather like this won't do it no harm.
Yeah, the lads are down at the Estadio Municipal de Albufeira over in the Algarve, a stadium which was built in 1925. It's normally the home of Immortal DCFC as part of their pre-season preparations. They have a clash against one of the big sides north of the border, Glasgow Rangers. And it's always good these occasions to see
this one a few years back. I'm just looking at the stadium, and I know we had a couple of trips out there with Sunderland under Roy. And
yourself?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and Steve Bruce as well. And memory serves me right. I think Nyron scored a header off a corner in one of the pre-season games there. Yeah.
Sure, have a look at the teams then. This is what we believe Sunderland's side will be this evening.
Pre-season.
And of course, we are up against Rangers this evening. Good pedigree of side, of course. It's nice to be playing friendlies against big clubs like Rangers, and that's what their side is this evening.
Yeah,
well. Familiar names.
Yeah, John McLaughlin's the one that perhaps stands out. Served the club well, didn't he, in his time down here at Sunderland. And they've got a pretty strong team out there. You know, a lot of these boys played in the Europa League final. Obviously, they came up short that evening, didn't they? But no, it's a strong starting 11 for them. New addition there, Kolak, the number 9 coming in, striker. I think he had a half-decent season last year out at loan at Malmo, 19 goals I think he got. But it's a good test as well for the lads. You know, it's a hot evening, it'll be humid out there. You're still trying to, build your speed up in terms of getting to full fitness. It looks like, some of the videos we've seen on the club's social media, the lads have been put through their paces. But, it's first game, you get your boots back on, and that's what it's all about as a player.
Here they come then. It's nice to see the new kit as well. Anthony Patterson in all green as well. It's the first time I've seen the goalkeeper
proper goalie kit, isn't it? Yeah, rolling it back. Yeah, you see one or two dodgy ones in recent times, haven't we? But traditional green kit there for Anthony tonight. And I think as well, you probably won't look at the result as a whole. Regardless of the game, you don't want to go out there and get battered in terms of that. But I think from Alex Neil's point of view, he'll want to see patterns of play, what he's been working on. The different formations. You try all these things out, and as I said there, you've got lads coming into the team. Ballard is obviously coming in at centre places.
Yeah, plenty of time this evening to speak about the ins and outs and the possible more ins, which I think everyone's expecting, aren't they, for Sunderland? But team split. Prepare to start as Rangers get a nice team photo. There will be the swapping numbers tonight for these friendlies. We've been given the squad numbers kind of in numerical order, isn't it, in terms of positions? Yeah,
it wasn't there, but you see, Corey obviously got his usual number 4 on there. Just one or two change from the regular ones, but that'll sort itself out in a few weeks. It's always ones. The grafting work now. What's that first week you're back in pre-season? What you don't really like, the slogging running, but once them balls come out and you start zipping it around, it takes your mind off the running side of the game, should we say?
The old drill test, yes. That kind of thing. So you see James Milner got his record again. Liverpool, we've seen that, is win the old beep test every year.
Yeah.
How were you at that?
Fit lad, isn't it? It wasn't too bad. Yeah, I was sort of up there. Top 5 or 6, I'd say, really. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah. Didn't enjoy it correctly, as I said, sort of what they've been working on in training. He'll want to see those little patterns of play, lads doing things right, and the attitude as well from the players.
Giovanni Van Bronckhorst will want the same from his side, we imagine, as well, having come so close last season, but ultimately coming away with nothing from both League and Cup.
Yeah, I think they won one of the Scottish Cups, didn't they? But as you say, Europa League, lost that on penalties, and then fell short against the bitter rivals, didn't they, Celtic in the league. I think it does look like more of a 4-2-3 when you see Corey and Daniel sitting deeper in there. And, as I said,
last season.
Alex Pritchard just in there. It'll be just he's busy, and he gets around the pitch there, just in behind Ross Stewart. You see him there now.
Far side, and Rangers is keeping the ball for now. Temperature will have dropped a little bit by now over in Portugal, but it'll still be warm, won't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, still humid, isn't it now? Obviously getting to the summer, and it's been a score's getting up to 30, I'd imagine.
Nine who's tussling there as well, but the Rangers man remains on the ball.
Yeah, recovered well. Just got a little bit tight there, Luke. Just trying to nick in front of his man.
It's Kolak,
isn't it? Yeah, big lad. Does well in the end. Puts it out for the throw in. That was corner. Sorry, yeah.
Apologies if you hear any bad language there from the crowd. And here's corner. Digital Sunshine on the far side, the ball played forward, searching ball. Robertson is chasing it down. John McLaughlin, and goal for Rangers. Put forward there by Tavernier. Doesn't get it back though, this is nice. Alex Pritchard lays it inside, opportunity for a shot, comes back inside.
It's a lovely play as well. When it started with things Elliott,
it's interesting how that's going to go, that relationship on their far side, because they could be playing a lot of football together this season.
Yeah, and I felt sorry for Trey Hume in a way, really. He came into the team, didn't he? And was it Cheltenham away? He played there, I think, and one of the other games at home, wasn't it? It might have been Rotherham, I think. Difficult games to come in at a time where we went at our best as well, and unfortunately for him, he came out of the team after that. But you know, from his point of view, he should get his head down and work hard and try and force his way into the team.
Here comes Sunderland again, though. There is Hume with the ball into the middle. It's headed clear by Tavernier.
Yeah, better, wasn't it, for Rangers spending a bit of time on the ball, but since then we've had one or two good openings, haven't we? The one with Dan Neil, where perhaps could have got the shot away. Trey Hume, as we said, down that right hand side, a couple of opportunities to put the ball in the box, and one he did.
From Rangers. So they come away with it. It's Dan Neil who's bringing it away. Goes inside, Stewart lays it off. Patrick Roberts shoots! What a shot that was!
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Dan Neil, as you said, breaking down that right hand side. A lot of space in front of him just to stride into, and then lovely link-up players in it. Ross Stewart just drops off into the pocket, as you see there. Sets it back for Patrick. A couple of touches. Looking for that far corner. It's a great save, isn't it? Yeah, we know he's capable of those saves. Big John tips it round the post.
Ball boys are going to have to be on hand behind that goal. There's plenty of space for the ball to go anyway. The ball comes into the box from the corner. Katic with the header clear.
Yeah, see Patrick picking up there, just driving, just trying to go past a couple of players, wasn't he, in the playoff final. I thought he was excellent as well doing that, wasn't he? He's just comfortable picking that ball up and confident driving at defenders.
Scott Wright has fouled in the middle of the park there. As the game goes on, Danny, the pitch is almost all in shade, which will help the players.
Yeah, delighted with that one. I wasn't a big fan of playing in the heat, to be honest myself. You know, you're out there, and it is nice to get a bit of sun pre-season. Don't get me wrong, but not when the game's underway and you're panting after 20 minutes.
Pulled in low, and Serkins there. Go out for the corner. What did you make of Dennis Serkins' first season at Sunderland?
Mixed. I thought he started well, then like some of the other young lads had a bit of a dip. I think that's just playing at the level they weren't used to really, and it sort of caught up with one or two, but I thought he finished the season okay as well, and
had to play a lot of games, didn't
he did as well, as you say. Obviously Denver,
there was no
Denver
option
left,
at the time.
Denver left, and that position was his really, wasn't it? So he had to grind it out and get through it, and as I say, towards the end I thought he'd come back well and finished quite strong, and let's hope he kicks on. I think it suits him as stepping into, so he's on the ball now, stepping the space in front of him, he can drive into spaces, the link-up play's not bad at times.
There's Patrick Roberts for a chance to cross it, plays it back. Dan Neil gets a return of Alex Pritchard. Neil clipped in. Right, still going, and still going, but it takes a brilliant challenge from Dan Ballard.
Yeah, it was a great tackle, and that's some of the tackles I've seen like that, then 1v.
Ball breaks. Pritchard keeps possession for Sunderland. He's Patrick Roberts coming inside on his left foot. Thinks about a shot from distance, takes a deflection, that'll be a corner. I think the gaffer agreed with you on that one as well, didn't he? Second corner for Sunderland. There's a couple of players gone down there. Well,
Free kick.
Rangers players, bit of a head injury.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice ball in from Pritchard.
Everyone's back up. It's cut out. So they'll get it back, but it's not quite onto the foot of Ross Stewart. Dan Neil will play the forward. Good reactions from Sunderland to try and win it back initially, and they're trying to push again, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's good intensity in that final third. You see Rangers, they want to play out, probably comfortable and used to it, playing up in the Scottish Premier League, but we're not letting them have it their own way.
It's Dan Ballard.
Yeah, I know that's obviously easier said than done when there's a lot of business going on and off the pitch, and you've got to get some lads out as well. But you know, we've kept the core of the squad from last year, and he's still got to bring, you know, perhaps 4 or 5 more in, hasn't he, before the start of the season.
Here comes Sunderland. Evans gets it back up. Pritchard still going. Corey Evans. It's a good move by Sunderland.
It was as well. Yeah, Corey involved, getting forward. Couple of give and goes.
Sirkin keeps it in but slips. Does really well to get it back. Sirkin gets a cross in as well. O'Nien. Evans over the top of Tavernier. Oh, but then the Rangers player wins it back.
That's good though. I think we've been the better team, you know, coming up to 20 minutes on the clock. I think they settled in early, first few minutes, got a few passes in, but since then I think I've liked the way we've gone about it. You know, yes, it's a pre-season friendly, we've said that before the game, but
Arfield was back. McLaughlin. Tavernier. Searching ball forward. Luke O'Nien's there to hook it away for now. Finds Dennis Sirkin.
yeah, done well there, Luke. He didn't have the pace on it really to go back to Patterson, and you see, I think Kolak in the middle as well would have perhaps cut it off. It's an awkward one to deal with, but he done well.
Barisic there, almost keeping it in.
Struggled a little bit, Rangers, haven't they? to get the passing game going. See, there wasn't a difficult one, just a little bit sloppy on the far side.
I think we might be having a water break.
Looks like 1 or 2 needed, doesn't it?
Yep, we are. Well, we might as well get used to them because we're going to see them in the World Cup in a couple of months' time. Yeah, we'll see a break in play for a couple of minutes. And then play will resume.
See John McLaughlin there, doesn't look too happy. Maybe is it chatting to one of the coaches.
No changes yet for anyone, but there's the option of changing the.
So far, been impressed with the lads.
Giovanni van Bronckhorst, he was a good player, wasn't he? Back in his day.
Yeah.
The Sunderland bench speaking to some of their players.
Addition.
One of those games was Wigan away, wasn't it? Very early on last season, he looked very good. And I don't think he was playing his natural position that night. I think he was on the other side. He can play both left and right back, can't he?
Yeah, I think the other one was a 5-0 at home, might have been Cheltenham left back, wasn't it? I think he was involved in one of the goals late on, but no, I just thought his general game, he looked good, he looked confident on the ball, carrying the ball forward, Ranger passing.
It's popped over the top, and possible opportunity here for Sunderland. Gets a shot away.
Deflection.
And Sirkin with the shot, goes after the corner for Sunderland.
That's good again, as I say there, Dennis getting forward at every opportunity. Finds himself on the edge of the box there, just squares his man up, doesn't he, 1v1. You know where he wants to go on that left foot, just shifts it half a yard. Tavernier defends it well, gets the block in.
I think it's
taxi for the ball boy.
Yeah, well, just looking at some of the ball boys down here, I think it's some of the Sunderland lads have helped out. Pritchard delivers, goes all the way through, possible opportunity,
goal.
And it's in. Luke O'Nien. 1-0.
Yeah, just finds himself free at the far post, doesn't he? See, delayed reaction. I know it's a pre-season friendly. He's looking for a bit more of a celebration from the lads, I think.
There's the faithful.
Well, they're enjoying it. So is Luke.
Just had some Lucas in instead of water.
He had a bit of space, didn't he, at the far post.
Well, McLaughlin won't be happy with that. The manner in which it fell to O'Nien. Let's have another look.
It's not that look. He takes a touch, doesn't he? And
yeah.
sets himself through 5 or 6 Rangers lads there back on the line.
McLaughlin only got himself to blame, though.
Yeah, he gets nowhere near. I think he runs into his own player. I think, if anything, is it the 20-21 there, Katic. Can't get past him, and as say, Luke's there, finds himself free at the far post. 1-0 Sunderland.
There we go then. Let's see if we see a reaction from Rangers. Just like you said just before kick-off, Danny, there's still, personal pride at stake in these games.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah. Winning games of football is good habits, isn't it? Perhaps that's just me. Said that it's not all about the result. Of course, it's not. It's how you play individually and as a team, really. But if you're going into the season off the back of 5 or 6 games, free kick to Sunderland there, is it? You want it. It's good habits, isn't it? Breeding, winning football into the squad.
Scott Wright stays down after a tussle with Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien won the free kick.
Yeah.
He doesn't look very comfortable there, though, does he? Scott Wright.
Well, yeah, Luke just leans into him, doesn't he? I think Ballard's got it under control. Going back to Patterson, and Luke just leans into him, falls on his back.
Looks in some pain there. It's the last thing either team want, isn't it? Injuries in these games. Perhaps a bit winded.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as you say, just fell on his back, didn't he? Probably winded, nothing more.
a rib injury there, the way he was holding his rib cage. Plenty of options for both sides on the bench. He's happy. I think he might be already carrying an injury there from some kind of. Oh no, it's his arm on it.
Yeah.
I thought it was some kind of strapping. Rangers fans enjoy a trip to Europe in recent times. Just coming up short in the Europa League. Coming back to us there. Quite annoying, but we continue. Here's Davis. Tavernier. Put out by Corey Evans. Pritchard's back there. Dan Neil. What's he going to do with it? Elliot Embleton's there. Patrick Roberts. Embleton delivers, looking for Ross Stewart. Oh. And it had to be a good header at the back there just to deny the possible opportunity. Good news, I only found out when I walked in the studio this evening because I've been out all day, but Jack Clarke has signed a 4-year deal today at Sunderland, and that'll excite a lot of fans just as Rangers come forward. We'll pick that up in a moment as they keep on going. Shouts of a penalty. Nothing given, just the corner. It was a good run there from Ryan Kent, who can score, of course.
Yeah, he had the run on Ballard, but he just lent into him, done enough, didn't he?
Yeah, just pick up on that news story this afternoon. Jack Clarke signing a 4-year deal at Sunderland. Very highly rated. I've got lots of Leeds fans as friends, and they said, you know, he was one of the most exciting players they've ever seen. Yeah. He rightfully got his move to Spurs for that big money deal. In recent seasons, found himself in some championship clubs, and of course at Sunderland, where he had a big part to play, didn't he?
He did, yeah, and you know, you can say obviously the move hasn't perhaps worked out for him going to Spurs for a lot of money, as you say, but you know, he came on loan last season, didn't he, and he played a big part in us getting promoted, so yeah, and it's just playing regular, confidence back in him. You can see what a talent he is. You know, he's sharp, you can see he enjoys his football. But
we joked as well during that podcast, he's almost a natural replacement for Aidan McGeady.
In a way, yes, that's that type of player. When they get on the board, you know, you edge of your seat, you think something's going to happen.
Possible opportunity here for Sunderland. It's Embleton who drops his shoulder, gets a shot away and just slices it.
Yeah, again, there's been 4 or 5 of them in this half, isn't it, where we've managed to nick it off Rangers high up the pitch. You see Elliot there, you fancy him 1v1, he's got good feet, hasn't he? Once he gets into those areas, you see. Just that little step over, is it? Yeah, goes onto his left, fires it high and wide.
Nice drop off there, and the ball's played over the top. Possible opportunity for Rangers, but Patterson comes out and stops the chance of Colac. Here they come again. Patterson's down to his right-hand side this time.
Yeah, opened us up a little bit easily there, didn't they? But you see Pato's on his toes, edge of the box, gets a good tackle in, doesn't he, really? I think he wasn't sure whether to commit it first, but once he did, made a good tackle.
It was a good ball over the top, wasn't it, for Colac for the original shot, but here's the second one anyway.
Second one, it's comfortable. Just tries to stay at Sunderland and see how he goes on in the Championship.
Here's Patrick Roberts. Twisting, turning, inside the area. Does he win the corner? Yes. Sunderland's 4th corner of the evening so far.
Yeah, not a lot of pitch to work with there, see.
Patterson. Almost a nice move on the right-hand side there. Played the added minute. Just waiting for the referee to bring things to an end, which he does. I think the players are looking for that as well. First 45 is over, Danny, but impressive.
Yeah, I agree, Frankie. I think it was a
Sunderland lot. I'm not going to see them yet.
The players out. The officials not out yet, are they?
I think I saw the ref.
Are they?
They've had to change a goalkeeper.
They have. 45 for John McLaughlin.
There's a conversation going on there between the referee and I think the stadium official there. just at the bottom of your screen.
Obviously the fourth official with the board.
Maybe a floodlight issue?
Yeah, well,
they need to put some
prices
euros
have gone up, haven't they?
in the old
electric,
meter.
but
not too dark.
yeah, I think sometimes it's deceiving, isn't it, with the cameras just having a look behind us here. Still a lovely blue sky over the Stadium of Light, but
yes, it is. It's just gone 9:10 over here in the UK where we're broadcasting from. It is also, Danny, the same time
yeah,
in Portugal. Why is that?
because it's the only country, the same European country mainland as the UK.
There we go.
Portugal, yeah. I think
Facts with Danny Collins. We'll play in the dark. There is a local power cut. We're hearing an official line. There is a local power cut.
again next season at that level.
This doesn't look good. The players look like they may be departing from the field of play.
Yeah, we can see how dark it is there now, and obviously if they're not going to...
Well, there's a safety issue inside the ground as well.
There's that as well, isn't there? Yeah, you've got to get the fans out. You know, it's going to be pitch black, isn't it, in the next, 10-15 minutes or so by the looks of it. And it's the players as well. They've had the half time, I said it there. You're looking at, what is it, 20 minutes or so now since they've been back out there. So they've been standing around for half an hour. You're almost getting to that stage where the lads are going to need another little warm-up, aren't they, with Scott and the lads to get them going again.
Confirmation there. This game has been delayed due to a power cut, and we hope.
Sunderland staff there, is it?
I think the Sunderland staff have had enough. To the right of the tunnel. Well, they're still wandering back out there now. Surely this game is going to be called. There's the chairman, Kirill Louis Dreyfus. Hi, Kirill.
Yeah, Kirill's hanging around there, wants to see a bit more action.
There's some of the fans getting photos there with the Rangers players. Why not? Trying to get the money's worth at least. It's taken that long to get a couple on. Can't imagine it's going to be quick to get the others on. People tweeting in, Danny. Say we should do an emergency hashtag Ask Danny to keep the people entertained. Thing is, we haven't kicked the ball yet this season. I don't know what to ask you.
Fire him in. Fire
them in. I don't know what to ask you. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll ask you. I understand, Danny Collins, you've been doing your A license.
Yeah.
What's the intentions there, and where have you been doing it?
Yeah, so I started a couple of weeks ago down in Newport. Down South Wales was my first block of 4 days, quite intense in the classroom for a lot of it, and then out on the training pitches. And then I've got a lot of online tasks to do, and then but it was good as well at the same time, so I've enjoyed it so far.
Anyone famous on your course at the same time? Are you allowed to divulge it?
There's 49 people on the course. Myself, Andros Townsend.
Andros Townsend?
Yeah, and Andre BK. Not sure if you remember him. They're the only 3 footballers really, or me and Andre, ex-footballers, and Andros obviously still playing.
Well, there's some lights on, but the Sunderland players are heading over to the Sunderland fans. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so Danny, you'll be doing that over the next year. It's quite a long course, that, isn't it, for yourself?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but yeah, try and get my A license done and see what happens. But obviously, I enjoy my time in the commentary box with yourself as well.
Well, you can do both. Well, we can only go off what we can see. We haven't had an official word yet from our colleagues down on the touchline. But everyone seems to be disappearing down the tunnel. A lot of handshakes taking place there. Is that it? We still haven't got official word. If you're still watching, well done. Mike and Danny's small talk. I think we've done for the season in that department.
We've waited what, half an hour there. The lights have come on and just looked like